the Morning Star Show with Super Sly 75. You're listening to onthewakeupradio.com. Sign up for OTWTube.com, uncensored free speech platform. Shout out to our super producer, Cindy Ashby. All shows are live on thewakeupradio.com. Catch replays on SoundCloud, Stitcher, Google Podcasts, Apple Podcasts, iTunes, Spotify, and iHeartRadio, as well as OTWTube.com. And now back to your host, Super Sly 75.
Where do I begin? Where do I listen? Just because it's a black show does not mean I'm automatically going to like it in support of a black show. That's not what I do. I was up till 4:30 watching this trash. 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 Hey Natasha. Trash. Trash. I need the 2.5 hours back. This was not worth my time nor energy. And I refuse to take any more suggestions from anybody for movie reviews. You're gonna have to pay me moving forward. I don't think some of y'all understand what good TV series writing, good writing is, what it looks and sounds like. I think the majority of y'all, if it's black, you're gonna support it because it's black. I don't think people understand what good TV series, what it looks like and what it sounds like. And to think this is an actual series, you think I want to stick around for season 2 of this? Oh no. Oh no. There's no way I would ever entertain watching a season 2 of this hot garbage. Man, listen, nope. Yeah, my wife watches Dark Materials. I'm over it. I don't care. Nope. I'm getting back to things that I like to watch, that I enjoy watching. And this was not it. I don't think a lot of y'all just don't even get it. Don't even understand what a good series or movie even looks and sounds like. Now I see why they just throw anything out there. You guys will just pretty much eat it up. All they had to do was throw in a black face and some black names behind the scenes in the credits, and you guys will eat it up. This series was trash. Shame on y'all for lowering your standards. It's extremely Tubi-ish. Yeah, I just heard old boy from Martin. Yeah, I'm over that too. I don't give a fuck. Respectfully. So, um, all right. So, let's see what the ratings are for this, and I'll get into my points and what I thought stuck out and all this and that. So right now it's currently sitting at 83% Rotten Tomatoes, and then a 76% average audience score. Now I always take these with a grain of salt. When I see the tomato meter higher than the audience score, that then that tells me it's more of a critics. The critics like it more than the audience, and that's very telling. If I see the audience score higher than the critic score for the tomatoes, then I know it's a good watch, right? So IMDb has it sitting at 6.9 out of 10 stars, right? So guess what we're gonna do? Guess what guess what I'm gonna do? 1 star. Oh, I gotta sign in. Come on. Make me sign in. Yes, I am on IMDb. I have credits. I have credits. Don't sleep on me. My rating, 1 out of 10. I gave it a 1 out of 10 stars. Trash. Trash. Donald Glover, do better. Do better, sir. This was trash. Now, let me pull this back. Let me pull this back. Yeah. But did you like it, though, Chaz? I didn't enjoy this at all. The only episode I liked was episode, I believe, 7, when it had the fake first 48, because I legit thought they were going to wrap this up and this heifer get caught. I legit thought the cop was on, she's going to catch this heifer and she's going to get caught. I'm like, okay, if they'd have wrapped it up like that, she gets caught, she gets found out. I'm like, okay, cool. All right. But no. No. Bruh, I'm on episode 2. I don't care about it. But that was like in episode 1 in the first 10 minutes. The lead was good, but the right. Okay, so let's pick that apart. Dominique Fishback, I believe she was in Jamie Foxx's Project Power. That was on Netflix. Yo, she played the character so well. I hated looking at her on screen. She played it so well. I found myself really hating that character. I hate the way she looked. I hated her facial expressions. Right? I hated that character. She played that. Listen, I will never see Dominique Fishback in anything else other than Andrea Green. She played that too well. I thought she was legit slow, delayed, mentally incapacitated. What the hell? That's not gonna. My car. Oh, okay. I'm good. You? Okay. Okay. Ending was try. Yeah. Her fade was okay. So she played the character so well. I despised looking at her every time she was on screen. I just I really was immersed in the character. I just don't, so I will never see Dominique Fishback as anything other than Andrea Green. Let me see what else. So Chloe's character, the friend that came from a good home, had parents that cared and loved about her. So Andrea's character, very codependent, very toxic. There was some mental issues there, right? That the caseworker had said she was touched as a young child and saw her mother murdered in front of her. She has this attachment issues, right? Remember when Andrea was confronting Chloe's character about all her boyfriends were dumb and they're always bad and whatever the case may be. So this entire series was nothing but black dysfunction. So this entire Swarm series highlighted black dysfunction, black relationship dysfunction. The fact that Chloe's character came from a 2-parent home, a well-to-do home, to slum around with friends like Andrea because she was a foster child. Okay, so there's a whole nother dynamic with that. And then this obsession with personality culture, the cult of personality, how she was so immersed in the whole Niger character. And then the other aspect that people I don't think realize was when you have this FBA or ADOS Black American girl obsessed with an African named character, Niger. That's a Nigerian term. I don't think anybody caught. Did anybody catch that? Did anybody catch that? We have this Black American girl just obsessed with this African named pop star. Anybody catch that? But this was so on top of the black dysfunction. So now the lead is a black female serial killer, and this woman basically would go on Twitter, the Niger Twitter, and anyone that talked bad about the Niger pop star, she would go find them and go murder these people. The only person she didn't get a chance to murder was the white woman in, was it Seattle? The white woman. Remember, she tracked her down to the gym. Remember the feminist white woman that was like, oh, Niger's not a real feminist. She's lying to you black women, right? So remember, she's in the elevator and had the kettlebell. So she didn't get a chance to kill the white woman. Out of all the people that survived, the white woman was not, who she locked her sights on. She killed three black men. She killed 3 black men. This series, Black Dysfunction, and black folk eating it up. Nothing but black dysfunction. I appreciate that, Silver Fox. Thank you. Black dysfunction. So let me see what else. What else did stuck out to me? Oh, so Chloe's character had attempted to delete herself. She had the scar on her wrist, right? And so when the Reggie, I think his name was Reggie, the boyfriend, played by Damson Idris, and then at one point when they're in the mall, he was like, "I saw you looking at me. I know you liked it. I saw you looking at me. Watch me. I know you liked it." So he propositioned her. She tells Chloe, the character, Marissa, right? Marissa's like, "No, that's my man. What's wrong? I'm about to leave for Atlanta. We about to go have a good time." They have a fight because she catches him cheating down in Atlanta. She's trying to FaceTime Andrea. Andrea is at a Niger or at an event, whatever, and missed the FaceTime call. And about it, when she comes back, she ends up ODing on drugs. And so the parents blame Andrea for their daughter's death. She's told to leave the funeral. This heifer wears some orange outfit. She wears an orange outfit to a funeral. And they're like, "Hey, family doesn't want you here. The family doesn't want you here." And to come to find out, she's adopted. So this heifer goes cross country. She's a stripper at one point. She starts tracking the guy named Reggie Tunk, the fat tow truck guy. And then right before she kills the people, "Who's your favorite artist? Who's your favorite artist?" And just she'll show a tweet that they made 5-6 years ago about how they was cracking on Niger. Like, come on. Like, this is the type of entertainment y'all want. I listen. I don't care if Donald Glover is attached to this. I don't care if he's executive producer. He has some Africans I never heard of attached to this project. I don't care. You have got to want better entertainment for y'all. This cannot be high-level entertainment for y'all. If Swarm is your idea of highbrow entertainment, there's nothing we need to talk about. Then there's no need for you to ever watch my channel. I don't need to have a conversation with you about TV and film cinema. This is exactly what they want. Huh? And so that was the first. So the stripper thing, she realizes it was him she has a flat tire. She's like, "Oh, yeah, my name Reggie, but they call me Tunk." And she's like, "Oh." So she goes back, tries to kill him, hit him in the head with the cast iron skillet, and then he's about to choke her out because she tried to kill him, and all the girls come back to the house like, "What? Get off him! Get off her! You're trying to kill her!" They shoot him. And then she leaves them all to hang out to dry. Okay, but when she killed Reggie, she killed, and then she had this disturbing habit of gorging herself with food after every kill. Right? When she first killed Reggie with the vase, she started gorging herself with the pie. I was just like, this is disgusting. Ugh, I don't want to watch this shit. I don't want to watch this. Black women, y'all like this type of stuff? Y'all don't mind being seen as black female serial killers that obsessed with African-based pop stars and running around the country killing people that, God forbid, that don't agree with your viewpoints. And okay, so she killed the boyfriend with the vase, gorges herself with the pie, kills Reggie. Well, she didn't kill him. She tried to kill him. Actually, one of the strippers shot him to get him off her. So that doesn't count. The guy in Seattle, the black guy, the well-to-do black guy, had a nice, beautiful home in Seattle. She's like, "Who's your favorite art?" She catches him, hits him in the back of the head, back of the knee with a sledgehammer. She's like, "Who's your favorite artist?" What the hell? You know what? Y'all tell me, did y'all like this series? Is this something y'all want to keep going? Is this something y'all would keep watching? Yes, I agree, Angela. I agree. I agree. I agree. I agree. Yeah, that's right. She was gorging herself on a sandwich. And then the one other black guy, so every black man in this series is so the only stable, well-to-do, decent black man was the guy in Seattle and the tow truck guy, Reggie Tunk. They both had their own homes. They both seemed mentally competent, well-to-do, good men, right? But then the guy that was like the audio engineer, the sound engineer, when she broke into his home and she was looking for somebody else, broke into his home by accident, right? He was the audio engineer that was working the tour, the Casa tour that Casa was, or Case was on tour with Niger. So he had a weird food addiction, right? Because he's all like, I'm into veggies and all this, and I have a pet. What was it? A porcupine or some shit? I forget what animal it was. He was like, yeah, I only feed it vegetables and broccoli and stuff, and I'm just like, so then she wanted to eat the donuts, and she woke up at 3 a.m. to eat the donuts. And then he wakes up and sees her eating the donuts, and they go on this crazy food binging sex thing. So he had been denying himself food. So when she locks him in the freezer, she sees his cake, the Case cake, in the freezer, and he's like looking at the cake, trying to suppress his food desires. What the fuck? Y'all, we got to do better. Listen, don't ask me about no second season. Don't ask me. This is don't even put this in the same vein as American Psycho. American Psycho is a classic because I understood Patrick Bateman. I understood why Patrick Bateman was the way he was. Even when I first watched it, I don't know, how old was that film, 10, 12 years ago, right? I understood why Patrick Bateman was the way he was because I knew people like him, and at times some of his behaviors I exhibited those behaviors too. So I understood where Patrick Bateman was coming from. A lot of people could relate to him. This, I can't relate to. I don't know any women like this. Sorry. Now, I know the cult of personality is dangerous and it's a mob mentality and it spreads like a virus. A lot of people suffer from that, And then the black guy, the gay guy. Yeah, the swarm, and we would never kill anybody. And, it was just fucking weird. It was I couldn't. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, hedgehog. Sorry, it was a hedgehog. And then, hey, you. And then she somehow is able to skirt the law. That she gets pulled over. Everyone trying to hit on her, and oh my God, there's like 2 times cops. She comes across cops, and she gets away. However, some white person always intervenes on her behalf. Are you being racially profiled? Is this a victim of? Are you a victim of racism? Like when she went to the gym to follow the white woman, right? And the white guy's like, oh my God, hey, it's you. And she couldn't get in because she didn't have her pass. She didn't have a key. And the white guy was like, are you a victim of rape? of racism, and she's like, and the white dude checks the white woman, checks her, and she's with me. Like, what the fuck? So the sub theme, the subplot of the overarching theme was black women, the racism, and then here comes a white person to save the day. Because the first motorcycle cop that followed her to the gas station, this random white woman went to go talk to the cop, and she's like, and then she comes out the store and she's like, "What? Do I know you?" She said, "No, I know you. He was he was being racist. I got rid of him for you." So this whole subplot theme of white people saving black folk from racism from other white people. I hated this series, y'all. I hated this series. This is a disgusting lowbrow series. Disgusting lowbrow. Oh my. Wait, I finished this series this morning. It was so good. It reminds me of people on YouTube. Wow. I mean, I guess it's good in that regards, but no, this was trash. What else? That was in some cult navigation. It was, yeah. So then she comes across the white woman's retreat, and shout out to Billie Eilish. Billie Eilish is like another Lady Gaga in the making. Say what you want. But Billie Eilish is in the same vein of Lady Gaga as far as talent wise. Sing, act, dance, creative. She's also immensely talented. So she's playing like the guru of the retreat, and she does her whole get out thing like, what's your name? What's your name? What's your name? What was your first Niger song? Where were you when you first heard the song? How did it make you feel? So she had this whole get out thing, and she almost broke through her walls, right? She almost broke through her psychosis about the food and trying to wean her off the phone and off Niger, right? Because the whole connecting thing was Niger. So anytime, Niger, if you had a positive saying something to say about Niger, she'd be like, oh, you're a and I guess in that universe, Niger is like pretty much older now. And a lot of people are like, oh, that was like 10 years ago when she was popping, she was cool. But she still isn't living in that moment. And then you had these flashback scenes of Marissa when they first went to their first Niger concert years ago. Like, oh my God, Niger is a god. We must protect Niger forever, for life. And she lives in this moment. And then the weird thing was, oh my God, it goes extra weird. So after she died, Marissa died. Andrea didn't pay rent, didn't work, got kicked out the house, found Marissa's phone, and then starts texting herself to herself from Marissa's phone, like living in that moment. And then it got to a point where the parents clearly would turn the phone off. She goes to the store, the phone store, and of course we got a crazy looking black man, feminine, gay, whatever the hell he was, bunch of earrings. How can I help you? What is your name and number? This is kind of tense. I can't help you. Like, I'm so sick of black men being shown like this, but this is what the fuck y'all want. Okay, they're gonna give it to you. So this is the second weird black man. Technically the third weird black man, because the sound engineer, he was weird as well. But anywho, so then she's like, I need this phone cut this phone back on. It was Marissa's phone. Okay, so then she goes cross country, her killing spree, comes back to Houston, where it all began, got in touch with her former manager. Her former manager had a tattoo of Marissa on her chest, which kind of threw her off, whatever. Oh my God. Oh, so let me get back to the retreat in Bonnaroo. And then the white women are almost making a breakthrough with Andrea. She snaps. She runs over Billie Eilish's character, and all the white women are like, "What the hell?" And they're trying to get at her, and she bashes somebody's head in the car door, and drives off. Oh my God. Okay, so back at the store, what does she? No, she goes back to Houston, breaks into her former foster parents' home. Goes into Marissa's room, her little shrine that her parents had erected for her. The parents come home. Shout out to Leon, because I felt Leon. I was like, man, shoot this bitch. Kill this bitch. Shoot this bitch with the shotgun. Like, shoot us. Like, why didn't you shoot her when she had her back turned? I don't know. Why didn't you just shoot her on sight? You know, like shoot her on sight. Anywho, so you come to find out she's the foster child. She was the bad foster child, which you find out later in episode 7, because somehow she miraculously gets out. He's trying to kill her, shooting at her throughout the house. She locks doors, jumps out of a second-story window, sprained ankle. Somehow she gets away. Why would you not run after her, sir? But and then we get to the retreat, and okay, she escapes the retreat. She goes back to Houston. Right? Okay, now she's on the run. So she ends up in Atlanta, living like a stud, I guess. Little boy haircut, living like a stud. She's somehow stealing dead people's vehicles throughout her travels. She's able to somehow come up with on these vehicles. She's in Atlanta. She meets the grad student and her friend, whatever. They have a relationship, but then the psychosis of Andrea comes to light. They break no, so she's trying to break up with her. Andrea strangles her. Now that was a pretty good scene. How she was trying to look away from her while she's strangling her and she's crying, whatever. That was a pretty good scene. But she strangles her. What else happened? Yeah, the manager had a tattoo of Marissa, yeah, on her chest. Yes. Yeah. Right. Yeah. She makes it to Atlanta. Oh, Monica, I'm with you. I do listen, Nikki, the Barbs, and the Beehive are probably two of the most toxic fandoms. Hands down. I don't know who's more toxic, the Beehive or the Barbs. I think the Barbs are more niggified, and the Beehive is like, oh well, we would never. They think they're too good to stoop so low, while the Barbs will stoop low. They're both toxic as fuck, you know. Every time she sees a commercial of Nyjah on the TV, she just gets she's in an instant trance. So she's in Atlanta. The Benz truck that she was sleeping in gets found by the cops. So she's bouncing from place to place. Don't know how she's able to do this. How she's making money. I don't know. Somehow she ends up with a new vehicle. Strangles the girlfriend, right? And then there's a Nyjah concert playing. She goes to it, try to get tickets. She doesn't have ID, doesn't have any money. Somehow she thinks people are just going to give her stuff. She comes across this scalper. The scalper. She stabs the ticket scalper. She kills him, takes his ticket, gets into the concert. But before I get to that part, let's get back to when she was a stripper. Let's go back even further when she first went to the event. So when she first went to the first event while Marissa's in Atlanta, she goes to an event, sees some random white dude, hooks up with him. And the next morning she wakes up at his place. He's like, hey, you want some strawberries? And he's naked and has a bowl of strawberries. Like, hey, you want some strawberries? So then they go to, and then so now she's a full-fledged stripper. And then the girls say, oh, she killed the white stripper and her boyfriend. Remember, I don't know what the boyfriend did to make Andrea snap for her to kill him. But as they're dragging the body out, about to bury the body, she shoots the white stripper girlfriend. Okay. So now she replaced the white girl as like in the stripper crew. They go to the house party, right? A bunch of frat dudes doing cocaine and stuff. Everybody's doing some activity, some sexual activity, except her. She's in the room. She goes to the room and eats pretzels and dip. One white dude comes in. He's like, hey, how much to you watch me jack off? She's like, what do you think? How much you got? Well, 100. She's like 1,000. So this white dude pays this crazy bitch to jack off while watching her eat a pretzel and dip. Bite it harder. Bite it harder. This is some. So the fat stripper's like, girl, I knew you was a freak. I knew you was a freak. And she's fat and she's overweight and she's fucking naked. Nigga, what the fuck? This is what y'all want. This is what y'all want. This is the entertainment y'all want. Okay. Oh, okay. So now we get back to Atlanta. So Nija's performing. She bogarts her way up to the front stage. She goes on stage while Nija's performing, right? And and then you see Nija's face. It's Marissa's face superimposed on Nija's body. I'm like, what the hell mind fuck is this? She gets rushed by security. Now, we don't know if this is a dream or a fantasy part of it, right? You don't know if she's having a psychotic break. So then Nija's like, stop. Let her go. Sing to the crowd. And she says something to the crowd. And then after the show, Nija has her hugged up and takes her with her into the van. And then Nija gives her a hug. And then you see Marissa's face is still superimposed onto the body. And then she brings Andrea in for a hug in the end of the series. I want my time back. I want my time back. Any of you fucking clowns that dared suggest me watch this, you owe me for my time. I'm so serious. I'm so serious. Whoever suggested this series to me, you owe me money. You owe me money. You don't know what good cinema is. You don't know what a good TV show looks and sounds like. You don't know. You're stupid. Respectfully, you're stupid. If this show is awesome to you, you like this show, you're stupid. You're lowbrow, you're a mouth breather, you're a knuckle dragger. This was a stupid, disgusting, lowbrow series. This was not. Somebody owes me some money. And when I go back into my live stream from tomorrow, and when I find out which one of you clowns suggested this to me, you owe me some money. I'm not playing with you. I'm not playing with you. I'm not playing with you. Okay? The name of the show is Swarm. It's on Amazon Prime. Okay? Okay? Yeah, body positivity. Yeah, oh my God. I was like, please don't let the fat chick be naked, the fat stripper. Sure enough, her tits are hanging out. Girl, I know you was a freak. I know you had it in you. No. Yeah, I'm still trying to figure out why she killed the wife. And I really thought this show was gonna turn it around in episode 7 with the fake 48, the first 48. I was like, okay, y'all gonna catch this heifer. You're gonna catch her and wrap this show up nicely. This is a series. I'm cool. I listen. I can never look at Dominique Fishback outside of this Andrea role. Okay, I like you if you Ghost Power Points. Hey, you know what? That show, I'm going to watch it because it's so stupid at this point. I'm going to keep watching it because it's stupid. So now, wait. I'm going to get to Power. Don't worry. I'm going to get to it. But let me get this off my chest real quick. Yeah, I'm pissed, Club Fortune. I'm pissed. This was a trap. Yeah, every time she's about to kill somebody, you hear the bees swarming. And then there's one shot when she looks up and sees the hive. Clearly, this was a satirical look at cult fandom, mainly the beehive. This was like an underhanded shot to the beehive. There's no way around it. This was clearly a satirical shot, backhanded compliment to the beehive, to the fandom. You could put the barbs in there too, but the fact that they used bees in the swarm, you hear the buzzing. Yeah, so every time she's about to spaz out, she hear the bees swarming. And then the one time she snuck into the event, she was eating a cupcake and Nigel was there and she bit her or something. And then you see the swarm actually almost in a way turn on Andrea. You know, it's all good when the swarm is in agreement, but if you step out of out of alignment, when you step out against the swarm or you piss off the swarm, they'll come for you too. So there was one moment when everybody on social media was like, "Who bit Niger? We're gonna come for you! Blah 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 blah! How dare you! You know the queen. We must protect the queen." And I was just like, "Oh my god!" So the majority of black men in this series are okay. So the majority, so except for Reggie, right? Because Reggie saw they were in distress, towed their car to his house, changed their tire, even clamped and reclamped the hoses in his broad's car. He offered them food and drink, didn't try to get at none of them, right? Didn't ask nothing in return. They was like, "How much we owe you?" He said, "No, no, no, no. My mama raised me right." "How much we owe you?" "No, no, 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 no. My mama raised me right." So the chivalry, the simpery, right? The one good solid dude, because he made a post about something you disagree with however many years ago, you try to kill him. You killed him. You get killed. He gets killed because he's trying to basically defend himself from being killed, which you don't find out until no one finds out. So then during the first 48 episode, when the strippers are like, "Nah, it was just one heifer here. She left us out to dry. This is what had happened was blah, blah, blah." Right? Because they still didn't know that she was trying to kill Reggie. All they saw was when they came in was him on top of her trying to strangle her. But they don't know why he was doing that. Right? So we don't get a real satisfying conclusion to what happened to the strippers. All we know is they said she caused it all. Right? Wow. Oh, okay, gotcha. That's right. Because she moved out, stole his vehicle, and she's back in her room. That's right. Okay, I'm with you. 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 Okay. Yo, I like BMF. BMF was good. Was good. Was good. Was good. It was decent. Okay, so let me get to who direct. So Club Fortune, I'm sorry, bro. These are your people. These are your people. Let's do this. Let me look at who was all involved in this behind the scenes, because there's a bunch of African names as far as producers, directors. So let me do this. Let me do this real quick. Okay, so let me do this. Let me give my ratings for the per episode, because I am on IMDb, because I do have credits. 1 star for that. 1 star for episode 2. 1 star for episode 3. 1 star for episode 4. My petty is unrivaled. 1 star for episode 5. The only good episode was episode 6, Falling Through the Cracks. I will give that 6 stars. And then that final episode was this, 1 star. Okay. Now, let's see who's all behind this madness. So here's your cast. I didn't even realize Paris Jackson was in this. I forget which character. I think she's one of the white women at the retreat, right? So Dominique plays the psycho black chick. Chloe was the stupid friend that came from a good home. Clarence's parents had a real good marriage. She came from that, right? She's a Clarence. And then to come to find out, the parents were giving her, Marissa, money to pay rent. and she was using that, and she was covering Andrea's rent. So the money her parents would give Marissa would pay Andrea's rent at that little house they had. Okay, Karen, Erica, this was the manager. Kiersey, Rashida was the girlfriend that got strangled in Atlanta. Leon was the daddy, was Marissa's daddy. I don't recall who Byron was. I forget which black man Byron was. Rory Culkin, that's Macaulay's younger brother. He was the weird white dude in episode 2 or 1. You like strawberries? Okay. Atkins, this was Reggie. Cache was the African dude that was on tour with Nyjah. Patricia was Marissa's mother. I have no idea who the hell X-Mayo was. Cree Summer was the mother to the gay girl, Rashida, that got strangled in Atlanta. And then this was the young Andrea. I don't even remember seeing Paris Jackson, anywho. And then Khalid, whatever. Loretta Green was the cop in the fake First 48, right? This is the woman that played Nyjah, Nerine S. Brown. Let's see what her nationality is. These are her credits. Is it gonna tell me what she is? And you know, I'm gonna have to look it up my damn self. Okay, hold up. All right, let's look on Wikipedia. But don't worry, I'm gonna get to the creators, the behind the scenes. Don't worry, I'm gonna get to them people. Okay, born in Queens. I need more. What is she? Born in Queens. Blah blah blah. Okay, it's not gonna tell me what she is though. She's a native New Yorker. That can mean anything, though. Okay. She's worked with Beyonce and Shakira. Okay. Anywho, okay. Let's do this. Who directed Swarm TV show? Yes. No, not that. That's the wrong TV show. Don't let me find it. I'm gonna have to go back and actually catch the credits, because it's not giving me the fucking credits that I want. All cast and crew. Never mind. Here we go. All cast and crew. Okay, here are your directors, y'all. Adama Ebo. 3 episodes. Let's see what you look like. You don't have a photo? Seriously right now? Honk for Jesus. Remember that? Okay, so let's see what you look like. Adama Ebo. Let's see what you look like. Okay. Let's see. What tribe are you from, ma'am? What tribe are you from, ma'am? Here we go. Let's see if they tell us anything. Female filmmakers. Adama Ebo. Let's see, ma'am. What's your background? It's not telling me anything. Not telling me anything. Is that K9? Oh, that's K9 from BMF. Okay, gotcha. Yeah, it's not telling me anything. Okay, nope. Okay, I'm going to do it the old school way. There we go. Adama Ebo nationality. What is her nationality? Oh. Hey, Nigerian? She's a twin? No, yeah. Wait, this is so they're twin sisters, second twin born. Went to Spelman. Oh, and UCLA. So they got some programming in, so they know how to program you. Okay, okay. Blah blah blah. So I'm gonna assume they're Nigerian. I'm gonna go out on a limb and say Club Fortune needs your people. Respectfully. Respectfully. I'm gonna go, yeah, Nigerian. Okay, Nigerian. There we go. Okay, that's the first one down. Let's go to the next one. Ibra Ake. Let's see what you look like. Let's see what you look like. Let's see. Nationality. There we go. Nigerian. Okay. Nigerian. So basically, y'all, I hate to say this. I hate to say this, but now I see why it's just girl, now I understand why this series is as displays so much dysfunction with American blacks. Now I'm not trying to start anything. I'm not trying to start anything, but now it makes sense why everybody that's American in this is this low hanging fruit. Okay, now it kind of makes sense. Okay, all right. I'm just saying. I'm not trying to start anything. I'm not trying to start anything. I'm not trying to start anything. Yeah, I don't understand when the group of white women. Oh, Halsey. That's okay. Yeah, when she said, "Hey Siri, look up Halsey." Okay, gotcha. Yeah. Okay, yeah. Shit. And they had to be uppity Nigerians. Well, brother, you would know more than me. I don't know. This is where I respectfully defer to you. But the bigger issue is you have Nigerian American filmmakers showing black Americans through their lens. Once again, there's nothing that Andrea has no redeeming qualities about her. There's no redeeming qualities. The good serial killers, right? They'll write it in a way to where okay, you know what? I could see why this would happen. I could see what would drive this person to do this, right? The Patrick Batemans, right? Hell, even Dahmer. Say what you want, but Dahmer was written in a way that somebody would take sympathy on that character. Okay? Dahmer wasn't the monster we all remember him to be when we watched that the vats, the blue vats with human bodies come out the apartment. Okay? All of the great written serial killers, the best ones, there's a sympathetic undertone. There's a reason why they became this way. There's no redeeming qualities about this character, Andrea Green. So when the black social worker says, tries to stick up, well, you want to change something? You want to help? Taking a foster kid. And because, y'all demonize foster kids because you see the flaws in yourself. Like, no, bitch. This lady cop here is here because she suspects one of your foster children is a serial killer. So this black woman goes on this. You know what I'm saying? No, I will not. It sounds like you're trying to concoct a frame of narrative. That's not true. So, the way this character is written, no redeeming qualities. None. There's no way you watch this series and be like, damn, I feel sorry for old girl. No, the fuck you don't. You want this to listen. You want her to get caught or get shot by the daddy. You was hoping the black female cop caught up to her or the daddy shot her. That's it. Okay? Now, if you call that poorly written, I would say that's a poorly written character. If you're gonna have a black female serial killer, at least give us something more, to go off of. Because the basis of her killings was not because she watched her mother die, wasn't because she was molested. No, she killed people because they disagreed with her delusional opinion of an African named pop star. Okay. Then it's safe to say that people that belong in cults of personalities have no redeeming qualities when they go to war for a pop star they don't know. Is that fair? Is that fair? I would love to pick those women's brains and be like, what was the goal when you wrote this character? What were you trying to achieve? Are we supposed to are we supposed to have a sympathetic plight? Or we're supposed to hate this character? Because I walked away watching this. I hated Andrea Green. If I saw Dominique Fishback in person, I would probably curse her out because I'm equating her with. Listen, if you watch this series, she looks slow. She played this so well. She make these facial expressions. It's like, bitch, are you dumb? Oh, I was getting. I found myself getting upset. Okay. I found myself, an over the hill pop star. Because everybody that disagreed with her, there's like, oh my God, that was like so long ago. Remember when the girlfriend in Atlanta was like going in on Niger? She's like, yeah, if you want to watch an 80-minute set of her just do runs, yeah. I was like, ooh, she was just going in on everything wrong with Niger and why she fell off and how all this and that. And old girl snapped and strangled her. Okay? So am I saying that Monique did a better job in Precious? Ooh, listen. Wow. I'll say this. Let's say for about 5 to 6 years from the time Precious came out. Let's say about 3 years. Monique was probably the most hated black woman, right? She played that character so well, people hated Monique. But that's a sign of a good actress. When they can't separate you from the character. That's some good acting. I cannot separate Dominique Fishback from Andrea Green. If I saw her in person, I would probably throw a water balloon at this chick. I was so fucking pissed at this character and the character's motivations. Okay? Like, how long do you plan on traveling cross country, murdering people who you disagree with about Niger? You know what I'm saying? So, okay, I'm off that rant. Quick Power rant. Listen, Power season 2 is so stupid, and I mean it's so over the top. So you mean to tell me, Mecca, who was a paid confidential informant for the FBI, right, gets killed, and all of a sudden, this woman that shows up, she's like, yeah, Mecca was my best lieutenant. She's clearly from somewhere from England, right, over the UK. And I'm like, how did not the feds not know about this woman? Wait, do you, I hate to say this, but there's a difference between black shows and white shows. I'm sorry. There's a clear distinction, talent level, storytelling wise, narrative wise, between black shows and white shows. This is why black shows are regarded as urban theater or urban for a reason. Okay? So, Power season 2, episode 1, Norma, who's Mecca's boss, but Mecca was a CI for the feds. Somehow this woman just comes in and wrecks shop. Y'all killed who killed my best lieutenant that worked for the freaking American government. How? 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 What, how? What are we doing? What are we doing? What are we doing? Oh yeah, Frank Hampton or Fred Hampton, yeah. Daniel Kaluuya, the Get Out guy, the Get Out guy. Yeah, I still have yet to watch that entire all the way through. But I'm good, y'all. I'm good. I can't. Please don't ask me about no goddamn season 2 of this show. I will not be looking for it. And when I go back and watch tomorrow, last night's live stream, and whoever I find that suggested me watch this, you owe me some money. Dead ass. So let me get up out of here. I'm gonna throw this on a movie review channel. Final words. This was disgusting, low vibrational, lowbrow, low hanging fruit, satirical, poorly written satirical jab at cult of personality phenomenon with black folk, and the fact that you had a black serial killer that had food attachment issues, emotional issues, just everything. Oh, sisters, this is how Hollywood has going to show you. And the sex scene. So let's get back to that real quick. That was not necessary. Going with the plot and the narrative, it wasn't needed. But if you're gonna make the Reggie character even more worse and more despicable, well, you didn't have to have the sex scene for him to be like, I saw you in me, saw you with me with your friend. Like, you didn't need to do that for him to be established as a piece of shit. So that sex scene was clearly for Chloe to be broken in Hollywood wise. It was unnecessary. Totally unnecessary. But that had ulterior motives for that. And I feel she like it, I love it. She like it, I love it. Okay. Yeah, he was only in it for the first episode after she killed him off. And it's like, well, okay. It is, what's the name of, let me know. Shit, I don't forget. Let me look that shit up. Hey, what is my movie review channel? What is it called? That's a damn shame. That's a damn shame. I don't remember the name. Oh, it is called Super Slide 75 Movie Breakdowns. There it is there. Okay. I'm going to get out of here. Once again, if this was a good show to you, you don't know shite. You don't know what a good series, a good written series looks and tastes and feels like. You just don't know. So that's my movie breakdown review or series breakdown of Swarm, a detestable series, a detestable show. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. So with that being said, I'm gonna get out of here. I'll be back in a few hours and we'll talk some politics. Y'all have a good one. Peace.